Hello everybody and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos and you're watching my channel of Facilitated Light, Well-Being, Healing, Illumination, all that fun stuff. This is a channel that is done sporadically. We do it whenever the time is, or if I feel called to do a reading. Generally I do come on every day if I can. It is a channel of awareness, energy reads. If it's meant for you, it'll resonate. If it's not, it's okay. It's just not your message for the day. If you are here again, thank you for returning. Subscribe and like if you are interested in receiving notifications, if you like the content. It's general, so it could resonate and it could not be your day, because as a collective, we hit different times. I made these videos and this channel to be able to be a timeless tool that the universe, the angels, whatever in the spirit world could use these videos to come to you at the right time. So if it's finding you and it's like a different month or whatever, then there's probably a message in here. If you're watching it when it's happening, then collectively the energy is for the world. It's basically kind of what we're coming into dealing with as a group, okay? Because we're all connected, we're all one, we all live our own lives and our experience, but there are overall energies that will affect everything. So I already shuffled and pulled a few cards for you to get started. First card out, this one is Queen of Cups. Now, she was reversed to come out, but I'm going to read these in the upright because I'm just reading energy today, basically, not as specific. So she is a loving, compassionate, motherly type of love. So she's and this is your emotions. So this could be you thinking of your children, the things you love, you protect, you cherish, something you're growing, and how you feel about it. Because this is, last night I dreamt about being pregnant again. So I feel like there's things that we are growing, whether it's actually physically a baby growing inside of you, or if it's something that you're working on, your, in quotes, baby, your thing, that you are like Empress energy, something you're growing. And I feel like this is your energy of nurturing, caring, and protecting, because protecting's been coming up. So you've got something that you are taking care of, you're nurturing. It could be something that you're working on is driving you crazy too. It's an energy of something you're growing, protecting, or nurturing to become something. And it's either you're doing okay with it, or there's mishaps or frustrations or whatever. You could be having a child that's going through things. You could be doing really good. It just could, I think it's about something that you're loving and protecting. Your next card out is this one here. Let's see if I can adjust. This one is the World, a completion. A cycle is coming to a close, and we've already talked about this in some other videos if you've been following along. We are finishing up an old cycle. Old energy is finishing, and we are going into a new cycle. So for you right now, maybe there's something you're growing, something you were working on, something you were doing, or this new thing is because you've had an ending and now you're going to be starting a new cycle, and this is your baby. You're growing something new that you want in this new energy. It could be that now you're pregnant and you're going to have a baby. So that's definitely a new cycle, because your world will never be the same if you're going to have a child. Last card out is Ace of Cups. Now this came out before. I was outside and I was trying to do it, and it was very beautiful and very windy, and my cards were blowing all over, and I told my husband, I'm not going to be able to concentrate if my cards are blowing all over the place. So we came back in. Ace of Cups is new or blooming feelings towards something. So and then you've got High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. So High Priestess is intuition, using your own inner guidance, higher, getting, receiving messages from the divine or your spirit guides and stuff. And the Four of Cups is being bored, being a little kind of stagnant. And then you got Ten of Cups, satisfaction. So I think that there is a time frame that you're going to be not. This one doesn't make me feel like you're bored. It makes me feel like you're peaceful. You're just not like going 100 miles an hour. And this card is more of not realizing opportunities. Usually in the traditional tarot, there's the 3 cups that have fallen over, and there's a cup behind them. So it's an opportunity that could be coming in that you don't see. So that's the other part of it. And this opportunity could be bringing in something new that you're growing, something new that you're feeling. Your high priestess energy means that it's something you're feeling that's coming. It's something that I feel like this is very in the feels. It's how you're emotionally dealing with things, deciding that you're not going to live a life the way you used to, growing something that you felt that you didn't have the energy to do, or there was fear. I think it's just starting something new to find well-being, peace, and something that you can nurture. Maybe it's something that you kind of had in the back of your mind and you're actually like, I think it's time to do this, or a cycle's closing and I really want something better. That little my baby project, my little thing that I want to do, or how I want to live my life. You may be coming to the understanding and you're getting downloads that, okay, it's time now. I'm getting ready to start my store. So I think that this is very suiting, that I've wrapped up a cycle of how I thought about things, how I felt about things. I actually just posted, sorry, I don't give a crap. I'm entering my 50s, okay? Because comes a time when you finally realize that you need to live for you. You need to stop worrying about what everybody thinks, not worrying about if it's the right thing. If you are okay and you are not injuring anybody and you are working on yourself, you can't be an asset to anybody if you're not working on the things that keep you balanced, keep you well, and sometimes we're programmed into that old pentacle energy that we have to keep working to be happy and have money to be happy and go. And like people, I remember when we were in high school and kids, they had to go to band, they had to go to outside gymnastic classes, they had to go here, their mom had to been this, that, and now that is good if the child wants it. But I feel like sometimes we overfilled our schedules with everything. So then as we got older, it's almost like we thought we needed to continue to do that. Like, I'm finally coming to a point in my life, and you guys could be feeling this too, that I don't actually want to go all the time 24/7 and work or go. Sometimes I just want to be. I just want to sit. I just want to read a book, or I want to create. Sometimes I know I'm getting old. I literally just want to drink my tea and sit around my fire pit and listen to the birds and just be. I just want to sit there. I said, I don't know if that's age, or I've just gotten to a point that I've finally allowed myself to slow down enough to be able to appreciate the simple action of nothing. That's hard when you're busy and you're used to doing everything all the time. You almost feel like, oh, should I be sitting here? Should I be cleaning something? Should I go somewhere? It's that programmed energy that you have to be doing something. And if you're not, you're going to feel guilty, The dishes will be there when you get back. What is 15 minutes, a half an hour to just sit? Go take a walk. Sit on the ground. I don't know, just go to the park, sit on the ground and just look around. Maybe this is a message for somebody. I feel like there's a new feeling that's coming over you. Or I don't want the same thing. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I just want something different. I want peace. I want joy. I want happiness. Now listen, abundance of life is not always money. We've been talking about this. Abundance of life is being happy, joyful, content in the life that you live, that you're okay with it, that it's full. You have joyfulness. You are not overburdened with all the things that are happening, because sometimes I think we just get so into this cycle of having to please everybody and having to go here, and I got to do this and I got to do that, and I have to make sure this person's happy. And yes, it's good to help people, but when it becomes so much that you don't have any downtime or you don't have any joy, you could be making $100 million. If you're not joyful and you don't have quality time and you don't have an aspect of your mind that's like, yeah, I really like this life, or I'm enjoying myself. If you can say you're enjoying yourself, then amen, you just keep going like a maniac. That's not me. I am enjoying some quiet time as a young person, and I'm sure most of you can relate. I literally worked 2 to 3 jobs to take care of my family, and I worked 7 days a week. And I still went to church and took my kids to the doctors and did as much as I could, cleaned the house as best I could. And by the time I got to be in my 40s, almost 50s, now I'm 52, in the last 10 years, the last decade, and then COVID hit, I was like, whoa, I don't want this anymore. This is not fulfilling, like this nonstop. But I was programmed that I didn't notice it until COVID came. I did not notice it one bit. It was just part of life. You know, we go from when we're younger, and I worked a job at 15, which was okay. I wanted to make money. I didn't come from a rich family. And then I kept going, and then I had 2 or 3 jobs because I wanted to go and do things. And as I was young, I'm like, what else do you do? And I lived on my own at 19, so I had to pay bills. So it just became a part of my normal routine. Then I had my daughter. I was single, so I took care of her, and I worked, so it continued. Then I got married, had a couple more children, and I think it just became part of my life that I just thought I was always supposed to be moving. I mean, I even physically moved my house places on a regular basis. And the place I live now, I've been there for 15 years. I literally, at 3-year point, I was like, okay, we need to look. And I'm like, wait, you own this house. You're not going anywhere. It's mental. We get programmed into patterns. So what I've been working on, and I've been mentioning it in the things, is reprogramming yourself. Habits have to be done for about 2 or 3 weeks before they become in you. So I do a breathing exercise, which you guys might be wanting to try. You breathe in whatever you want to receive and release what you don't. I'm doing abundance. When you breathe in, I'm breathing in abundance. I'm releasing fear or lack. And you can say, I'm breathing in opportunity. I'm releasing fear. Like whatever you want to bring into your life. And what you're doing is you're reprogrammed. So when you're breathing, if you're putting it as a habit or you're retraining your brain, your mind is like, oh, they're bringing in abundance. Oh, they're releasing fear. We're bringing in opportunity. Oh, we're releasing obstacles. Whatever you decide to do. Plus, you have to reprogram expectations, especially as you get older. When you're younger, like I had to go through a time, this is a side note, which might be for somebody. When I was younger, I did things to please my parents. I wanted people to be happy with me. I wanted them to be, what's the word? I wanted to be proud of me. I wanted them to be able to say, oh, I'm so proud of her. She did this. Or like I was growing and they were happy with me. They were satisfied with their stuff. So my self-worth was kind of dependent on how they responded. And I did really well in a class. I'm very, very smart. Don't like homework. Don't like school, really. I'm good. But I'm smart. So social studies was one of the places I struggled with. My dad, I went to show him a paper. I had done really good. And then he was like, oh, but you didn't do the spelling. And I was like, I got so upset. I was like, I got 100. Like, you should be happy with that. And then my mom said, it's just your dad. You know, he just wants the best for me. So as I grew older, I kept trying to do things to make my dad happy, to make people happy. My mom always seemed to be, you know, she always made me feel like she was proud of me so much because she was with me all the time. My dad worked a lot. But the point was, I got to be in my 20s. And I realized that I was doing things for other people's acceptance of me, or my value was based on what other people were thinking. And I was not doing things because of me. I was doing things for validation. And listen, we all go into it. And when I started realizing that, am I doing this to please my dad, my mom, my husband, my kids, whatever, or am I doing this for me? It became a life changer. And I think right now, there could be something in your life to that degree with this change of this new feeling and this new cycle, because this new cycle is about releasing. It's air, it's light, it's advancement, it's expansion. And I think the old regiment, they call a paradigm, was that, it was heavy. You went to work, you were like a freaking robot. You just did what you had to do. You got the good job, you had it for 50 years, you had your family, you retired. Like, boring. It was like so set, so controlled, and you couldn't get ahead, and you needed this, and if you were ever anything that was important, you made lots of money, blah, 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 blah. And I think what's happening is this energy is changing, and it's releasing people from that need to be what everybody wants them to be. You need to be you. Not everybody fits in the same little cookie cutter, okay? Some people need to be free. They need to have fun. They need to be adventurous. Some people need that grounding. They want that job, and that's fine. But I think what's happening is there's not this spectrum of what's expected to be normal. I mean, even in your regular personal lives, you can dress the way you want. You can love who you want. You can be who you want. You can keep your job. It's what makes you happy. And I think what's happening is people are finally embracing the trueness of what makes them happy. Who gives a crap what other people makes them happy? That's not you. So this new feeling and this new thing, protect yourself, ground yourself, go after the things that light you up and give you passion. Be okay if someone's not okay with what you do. It's none of their business, okay? I say that pretty clear. Don't worry about what they say. They don't live your life. They don't have your obstacles. They don't have your wins. They don't have your past. Who cares? Live the life that brings joy, happiness, and fulfillment. That is full, satisfactory abundance. Living a life that you want. Because I'm pretty sure there's about 75% of us that are not living the life that we want. We're going through life. We're doing what we got to do. And we're not living life. We're going through life. We're just getting by. And that's not fun all the time. I mean, that could be fun sometimes, but I just feel like that just gets old. It gets very heavy. So if you need to release yourself, figure out what you need to keep, what's not serving you. What things are you doing for you, and what things are you doing for other people? That's the question. So let's see what kind of cards they have coming out with that reading. What words or things do you want to confirm for our collective? Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and the Most High. Oh, there's one. Two. We'll see. One more. Do you have one more? Oh, they gave us two more. Okay. So the first one out, protection. Shield, persevere, and conserve. Yeah? This is that mother, that Queen of Cups. It's protecting what is yours. And it could be your sanity. It could be anything. And whatever you're protecting that brings you grounding and safety and well-being. Because your mind and the way you're dealing with things emotionally will totally wreak havoc or give you peace. Your mind is like the controlling factor. That's how you manifest. Your mind is so powerful. It literally can make your life awesome or just blow it the heck up and make it terrible. If you're in your mind and you're just only focusing on the bad, it's just going to keep you in the bad. You're never going to see the good. You're just going to be miserable. You're going to keep pulling in more things. But if you're looking at things from a positive aspect and you're trying to heal, listen, you're not going to get it overnight. You're trying to heal. You're trying to be better. You're trying to not respond or be as negative. If you're trying, you're going to get there. If you don't, you're going to just stay where you're at. You're not going to grow. You're not going to expand. You're not going to feel better. You're just going to be miserable. You're going to be that crotchety old person that's just mad at the world, and it's really their own fault. They didn't try to do something different. The other card is nourish. Feed your body, mind, and soul. Yep, that's what our channel's about. Filling yourself with good things, eating good, thinking on good things, filling your life with practices that bring well-being. If you can exercise, listen, you don't have to join the gym to exercise. You can go walk outside. You can do wall Pilates. You can just, keep yourself moving. You can do just regular exercises in your house. I mean, there's so many assets on online information. You don't have to join a gym. to be active. You need to be active. You need to be moving so your blood's pumping. You need to be eating food that isn't filled with every chemical that you can't pronounce. You need to be sleeping, and you need to have mental health that's not hurting you, because your body, when you're in stress or in your fight or flight moments, you're releasing toxins that are killing you, hurting you, damaging you, making you sick, making your gut feel yucky, because that's the way it's designed. Your mind's like, okay, destroy. You have to change your mind thought. You have to be well. You need to go to the mental health practitioner and get the medicine you need if you have a mental disability. You need to take care of your diabetes and take your stuff seriously, or your heart and your body's going to break down and destroy itself, and you're going to be miserable because you don't feel good. If you have an autoimmune disease, you need to follow what they say. You need to get your sleep. You need to, follow up with your doctor and make sure your blood's good, or stay away from sick people. You make the choices in your life. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it to just make people aware. You control what happens to your temple. You totally control how you live. And if you have a disease, you have a little extra baggage you have to deal with. But if you take care of yourself and you take care of your mind, you're eating the things you can eat, or you're eating a diet that's good for you. Maybe take vitamins if you don't like certain foods. Like if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you might have to take vitamins because there's certain things you might not be getting that could help you. But I'm not saying I'm against that diet if that's what works for you, but make sure you're eating and you're healthy and your mental health, okay? So the next one is patience. Now, that's part of mental health. Listen, I want my cake and eat it too right now. I don't like waiting. I admit it, but I'm learning. I'm trying to be patient. I'm very patient with people, but I'm not patient for when I want things to happen. And I'm getting there. I'm working on it. So that might be something you're dealing with too. But in this journey of getting to a point of nourishing yourself, protecting yourself, this is like it's not selfish, but it's the me time. We have for so long been in an energy of living in sacrifice to the point that we don't take care of ourselves. And people are finally realizing that it's doing no good for anybody for us to all be totally exhausted. We need to feed ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually. We need to be fed and we need to be taken care of, because we cannot shine our light out into the world if we're not being fed ourselves. It's kind of like when you go on the plane. That's what I'm saying. You need to put the mask on yourself first so that you can continue to take care of the people you love and put their mask on. If you don't have what you need, you're going to crumble and you're not going to be able to do what you need to do for the people you love. Because you're always willing to help, especially if it's your kids or your family, but you have to take care of you so you can be strong to get through those times. And your last one is sacred breath. Giving and receiving life, divine exchange. This is growing. This is speaking with the divine, whatever you call God, divine, source. It's knowing that there's something bigger. The spiritual realm is connected to the collective, and we all help each other. We all need to love each other. We all need to connect. We all need to know that there's something bigger than just you and me. And the selfishness that comes from healing yourself isn't the selfishness of not worrying about the world. It's that you have to take care of yourself. But you also need to know that we're all connected, and the divine and the spirit world use us as vessels to go and do things to help people, to pick up on someone's sadness, to give somebody a hug, to buy the cookie for the person in front of you and not even say it, to buy the coffee, pay it forward, whatever. The universe uses the collective to help the collective. So maybe somebody needs to hear that. Instead of not worrying about the world, yeah, you need to be taking care of yourself, but you can't become so self-absorbed that you're the only one that's in your world. But that's another video. So we'll go to the next cards. We do have our new moon coming. I just saw the moon thing. We're going to do a video on that to see what new lessons or things are coming in for this next cycle. But I think it's probably going to be getting us ready for this new energy that's coming in this new chunk of time. Because what I've been reading is that whatever you set your mind to and whatever you're putting into place is going to be for a good chunk of time. So what you're thinking on right now, please be careful. That's what you're putting in place is going to be with you for a while. So choose high, choose beautiful, choose what you want. Work toward that thing because it's going to be unfolding, but you're going to have it for a while. So that's a good thing. This one came out from the elementals. Breathe. Life. Yeah. You need to breathe. You need to be present. You need to... And breathing calms you. So this is linked to a lot of things. Breathing in life, exhaling what you don't need. The carbon comes out. But I think breathing is also part... I'm feeling like you need to breathe, which is a moment to silence, a moment of quiet. Like when you sit and they say breathe, it's to calm you. Because you're filling your lungs with oxygen, energy, and all the things that make your body work the way it's supposed to. Everything, your brain. If you don't have oxygen, you become brain dead. So you need to breathe in, trust, calm. So this is from the positive thinking. As I heal my mind, I heal my body. Look at that. I can't make this stuff up. That's exactly what we said. This has to be good for everything to be in homeostasis and balance. So right now, my focus for you is working on what you want. Taking care of yourself personally, body, mind, and soul, so that you can be an asset or live that full, abundant life that you want to live. So I hope this finds you well and it resonates. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people. If you have any comments or anything, go ahead and put them in the section below. And as always, have a great day and we will see you soon.